Hello everyone, testing on a recent online find. I spotted this Westside Q2 earlier this week and decided to pull the trigger on it. The price was pretty reasonable and for the most part it's in pretty decent shape. It has some tarnishing on the brass here, you can see a little bit, and the tender that it came with was technically for a Q1 because it basically looked like a S2 turbine tender or a T1 duplex tender, but it had a doghouse on it. So in my collection, I actually had the right west side tender, 8-axle for this locomotive with the right doghouse and everything. You know, sometimes you buy stuff at train shows just because you can't walk past a brass tender for, $8. So it runs pretty smooth. It was listed as being fully serviced, meaning they took the gearboxes apart, cleaned all the grease out of them, re-oiled everything, put new drive couplers on it, which is the little, usually rubber shafts that connect the gearboxes together and to the motor. This has a big old open frame in it, but it's running pretty smooth. I have plans to paint it, but its place in line is pretty far down the list of the paint shop work. I think it would be a really nice locomotive with a great paint job, and I only have one other Q2, but it's a Broadway Limited brass hybrid, which has the die-cast frame and, like the brass boiler. But this is all brass, and Westside's a pretty good company. They made some nice locomotives. Some of their early stuff were a little, not quite as detailed, but their later stuff really came out nice. They made two versions of this locomotive. One was a little bit more detailed and had brass centers for the drivers there. This has like a cast driver center and not as quite as many details, but I'm really happy with it for the price I paid, and that's about it.